shot. Come on. Yeah!
Needs it.
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Those of you that have been waiting the last hour or so for the Stepladder finals of the PWBA Cleveland Regional. It's about to get underway with our opening match. This is Jason Thomas alongside Patrick Martinez and the great five-time champion Stephanie Zavala, who will be bringing you the coverage here this evening. Haley Richard and Alexis Cloud, or Lexi as she likes to be called, right? Just wrapping up their warm-up shots, and we'll get underway with our opening match. Patrick, you seem to know a lot about a lot of these regional players. What do you know about Lexi?
Well, Lexi did bowl in the Detroit Regional that we had earlier this year, just before the Masters. She is a local here in Cleveland. Seems to be a pretty competitive bowler from what I understand. She bowls a lot of the local association tournaments along with a lot of just the local tournaments overall. Seems to have a pretty solid physical form and technique. And again, she obviously did something right today since she finished in 4th at plus 120. So maybe the local favorite will have a good shot here at making that victory go into her pocket. Trying to get things rolling. Trips out the 2-7. Looks like she's going to be throwing a reality from what I can see.
The pins do like to fly here, so I would not be surprised to see a lot of crazy pin action in this Stepladder.
Haley had a really solid day. Had a couple rough games right at the beginning, but then followed it up with 202, 257, 246, 222, 223, and 219. Some solid bowling out of Haley. All right, Lexi here, getting lined up. I do like this lower stance that she starts off with at the very beginning. Helps her keep her knee bend going. She goes into line. Looks like she just had a slight bit of footing issues here as she gets to the foul line.
I will say I crossed with Lexi in this past tournament, and she did hit her ankle twice, resulting in that. She rebounded every time with the spare, so hopefully the trend continues.
Well, did not convert on the spare, but it looked like a pretty good shot, especially after the initial. Haley Richard, frame number 3. Looks like a better shot there than the initial on that lane. Gets all 10 back. Again, she's throwing the IQ Tour.
Looked like she made a little bit of a move on that lane, so I wonder if she had like initial 310 on the first frame. Another great shot by Haley.
And not able to continue the string here with a double. Looks like she just got a little bit out of line early on, giving her the ultimate punishment here.
Could definitely be the nerves going a little bit.
It could be.
Definitely needs to slow herself down a little bit, take a deep breath. Still got a lot of frames left.
Tries to go for the spare, just gets the count. She does have quite a large crowd behind her supporting her. Saw about 10 or so people that are watching her. Once again, Cleveland, Ohio is a big bowling city and area. So big shout out to everybody that's supporting all the locals.
It is nice to have fans in the crowd, I will say that.
All right, here we go. Looks like a better pitch. Alton back. She's really liking this left lane. And I just think some of the nerves that need to come off of her going into this next frame on that right lane need to shake off so she can put out a better pitch. Again, she has a solid game physically. Seems to know what to do on this condition to be able to score. So we'll see what she does next after Haley. Who's currently on a 3-bagger after an opening frame in the first frame. Let's see if Haley can continue along and make it a 4-bagger. There we go, that's pretty good.
I really like that Haley's just taking her time. You know, she has the lead, but she's not taking it for granted. She's making sure she's sticking through her pre-shot routine, going up there and executing some really nice shots.
Yeah, Haley's been a little quiet throughout the season since the beginning of the year and has had a lot of support behind her. We've seen Andrew follow her along to some of the events, and we've also seen her family at majority of events this year, except for when we went to the West Coast. And she's throwing the ball phenomenally lately. This might be just the break that she needs if she can climb this ladder. Maybe win her first regional title here.
Looked a little inside, but it held. Another 10 back.
All right, here we go. Lexi trying to make up a double here after a few rough frames. Looks good. Alton back.
Very nice recovery by Lexi.
Yes, absolutely. Maybe that's the shot that she needed to be able to get things back going here. see something different that she does. And whenever she starts lining up here, she uses her right foot to be able to line up first and then sets her left foot down. Again, nice and slow. Looks like a good shot. Just a hair inside, leaving that 9-pin, kicking out the 4. It's a good break there.
Brings her max score down to 225. She also starts with her left heel off of the ground, which I thought was interesting.
All right. Good spare. She has 2:25 left. Haley here, up for a chance to be able to extend her lead once again.
Seen a lot of that happen this week.
Yeah, if you let your speed get out of whack and you throw a little bit harder, it normally projects a little bit too much to the right, leaving you with maximum penalty, which Haley has here in front of her with the 8-10. They did play a little bit slicker since we used ice or infinity here today. That looks like a better pitch. Just crept up a hair. One thing we did notice as they laid out this pattern over and over again, or just the pattern this week in general, was that they did hook more and more because they do become somewhat flatter. So maybe the transition is starting to hit here.
So we have a potential high of 224 for Haley. And I do stand corrected. Sorry, guys. It's 215 high for Alexis. Ask for it to go. Yep, and it does. I think someone wants to know if I notice a difference in bowling with my hair tied up or tied down. And the answer is it's too long for me to bowl with my hair down. Very clutch double by Lexi there.
This one looked like it was over just 2.5 frames ago.
Right? All that you need is a few frames. Things can always change.
And if Haley Richard doesn't strike here in the 9th, Lexi going to have a chance to get up and win this one in the 10th. Haley can shut it out, though, the next 3.
Really good shot.
Got the first one.
Yep. 2 more to go. Again, you can see there she kept it a little bit better ball speed wise, so it didn't over project as it went down the lane. And I did peek around the corner here. Andrew is actually behind us. Mentioned that he has been supporting as she goes throughout this tour season.
The extra support goes a long way. I can speak on that.
It's in.
Ultimate punishment.
Well, with 2 here, Haley's going to shoot 190. Lexi just going to need a mark with good count.
Looks like she's going to take her time, not rush herself up to the approach.
Good pitch. Foul 10 down. Late fall to 10.
Great shot.
Which will secure this match for Lexi. She will move on to bowl Jenna Stretch.
This is why you never give up. That'll do it. Alexis Cloud pulling off the upset, taking down the 3 seed, Haley Richard.
Yes.
You guys on the Bolt GB chat are hilarious. So Julia Bond would do the side ponytail because of preference. She just did not like the straight back ponytail. I do both my hair in braids on TV shows because it's my signature look. But it's always up during regular competition.
Alright, so 202 final score for Lexi, and Haley finished off with 190. Great bowling again to Haley.
Another round of applause here. Haley Richard will finish 4th. Great bowling this week. And Alexis Cloud will advance.
Okay, here we go.
Jenna coming up. Decides to open the match. Gets things off a little bit too far to the left off her hand. Going to the face for the baby split or the 310 combination. Just getting the one there. Starting off with an opening frame.
Again, could be a little bit of those nerves.
Yeah.
For Stepladder, I believe.
Yeah, I thought Sydney Brummett made a really great point when Melanie McDaniel made her first show in Grand Rapids. And she said, you know, it's one thing to, you know, be bowling well in match play when, you know, there's another 11 bowlers out there with you. But then when you're in this Stepladder finals, everybody's watching just you. And so there's just a different feeling I think sometimes you have out there that, you know, all eyes are on you, and it can certainly cause a few nerves. I know it did cost Melanie her spare ball.
The environment does change drastically. You know, we go from a really loud, everyone talking, a lot going on around you, to suddenly you can hear a pin drop, everyone's staring at you. Everybody wants you to do really well. And sometimes those nerves just get the better of you. We've all been there.
That made me nervous even thinking about it.
You've been a player, it seems like, Stephanie, that you've been really good on TV from the beginning. What is it that you kind of tell yourself when you're in that situation so that you're not, you know, hurt by the nerves?
I'm really glad it comes across that way, because I can tell you it's not. I remember my first TV show. I'm pretty sure I hit the pocket one time in 5 frames. Ended up pulling out like the back 5 or whatever to sneak out a win, but I was so nervous. I remember Kelly Kewick was commentating. She was like, I think she needs to make a ball change, and I'm rewatching. I'm like, no, I just needed to throw it good. Like, I was not. Like the nerves were there, all of it, but you just kind of don't let the moment get bigger than what it is. You've been doing it all week, or for them, they've been doing it all day. Had a great look. Just slow the heart rate down a little bit, relax, and just do what you've been doing all day.
All right, so Alexis, or Lexi here, starts off 9 spare with a 2-pin. See if she can put up a strike here. Lane 23.
Looks like she got a little quick. Got a little further down lane than she wanted to. Leaves the 2-4-10. A little bit more makeable than the splits we saw in the previous match, but still pretty tricky.
Key being to this one is wanting to grab enough of that 2-pin, but just enough to be able to slide it on over. We have
Looks
seen
like
a
she picked up her reality, so hooking at it
oh,
as opposed to kind of straight with an angle. Gave it a run, but just grabs the 2-4 there. For those of you in the Bull TV chat, I haven't decided if I'm giving away a bowling ball or a jersey. They will be signed. Let me know which one you guys would prefer, and then we'll figure out what kind of question or giveaway we're going to do for that.
Wait, what? I thought we weren't doing a giveaway.
I know.
Is
I
this a
couldn't help
surprise?
myself. It's a surprise giveaway.
Wow. So all the people that left the broadcast after we said no giveaways.
Oh, it
Psych.
sucks to suck.
It's like those people that were driving out of the ballpark when Kirk Gibson hit the home run in the 88 World Series.
88 World Series.
Yeah.
You always got to stay to the end. Breaks up the 4-6 there. Do we know what Jenna's throwing?
looks to be a dark web.
Yeah, I think you're correct, Mr. Ballman.
I like bowling balls.
sure Jenna getting to see that open frame by Lexi in the second, that probably loosened her up a little bit.
Looks like she's going down for a ball change.
Looks like that's an RSTX 3.
Yes.
I think that's a ball up from the
Yeah,
dark web.
quite a bit. It's a stronger cover, a little bit of a stronger core. Take her time to go through her pre-shot routine here. Make sure she checks all the boxes.
Do I know who Kurt Gibson was? I'm a Dodger fan, of course. I know who that is.
Well, DD didn't even spell the name right. So
Right?
DD needs to learn who Kurt Gibson is.
All right, so slightly better look with that ball. Seems to have gotten a little bit fast with her ball speed.
She didn't wait very long to make that ball change. And, you know, we're in a sprint now. This morning was a marathon. Take your 8 games, get as many pins as you can. Now we're in a sprint, 2 frames in, straight to a ball change.
And is not able to convert on the spare. That is something that we talked about this week, is making those ball changes rather quickly, especially whenever, as you said, it is a sprint versus the marathon this morning. But even then, now striking, should probably switch.
I mean, you know, those first 3 frames, it's just pure nerves.
Yeah.
I mean, I bet you she hasn't missed the 2-5, whiffed them both to the left in 10 years.
Definitely. And again, just have to slow it down. Getting some love on a Brooklyn shot there.
We love some Brooklyns. I'll let her borrow my pocket for a frame.
Well, the good news is, yeah, she carried a Brooklyn, but if you're Jenna, you have to see what's going on out there and realize Lexi's lost. And so even though Jenna's got a couple open frames, the first 3, she's still right in this match, and her opponent isn't exactly lined up. So
Agreed. And I think if you're Jenna right now, you just have to try to find the pocket. The good shots will come. Just got to get settled. Same thing goes for Lexi. You know, she was riding the adrenaline the first match. Now things are kind of settling down.
Looks like a better pitch. Maybe she just didn't get through the bottom of that one, leaving the 1-2-8.
tell you who's probably loving this right now is Elise Bolton.
Yeah.
She's saying, hey, let's start this title match. Let's go.
Let's get it going.
But still a lot of time left for both of these players to A, settle down, and B, get lined back up again.
Cleans up on the spare. See if Jenna here can come back after a few rough opening frames. Put up a strike here in frame number 4 against Alexis Cloud.
Much better shot off her hand. You can tell she really liked that one. Gets the result she was looking for.
Yeah, and you just watching her body language, you can tell she's really working at trying to slow things down, try to calm everything down. I really like what she's doing, the way she handled herself, and I feel like that last shot she threw is going to settle the nerves even more.
Little right. Gives the 1-2-7.
So is this where maybe you would probably switch lines and try to play maybe a little bit further inside? Obviously this outside part of the lane is being a little bit tricky. We did see that there were some shapes of this pattern where you could probably move in a little bit further inside and play a little bit more of a direct line through the middle of the lane.
Seeing as how their misses are being right, it could be smart to kind of move everything closer to the head pin. Move their lines in, so even if they do miss a little bit right, they might still be able to catch that one in front. But based off the shot that she threw on the right lane, I mean, it's there. I think it's just the nerves. They've got to trust themselves.
Right.
Just relax a little bit, take that extra deep breath. Because when it's there, it looks really good. I think they're just getting a little quick, both of them. The nerves and the adrenaline are definitely driving their ball speed up, not giving it a chance to really roll.
Chris, Jen is a non-member, so she is not a regular out here.
Gets the light swisher. I mean, see, that's what I mean. Like, if they execute the shot the way they wanted to, I mean, that line doesn't look terrible.
No, that definitely looked like a better shot. It looks like she slowed down a little bit and was able to really grab it at the bottom to be able to give it what it needed. Kept it in line. Maybe a little fast, giving her that swisher. The 10 back is 10 back.
I'll also say it's really hard to kind of just go against your gut feeling sometimes. You know, if you bowled really well in a certain part of the lane with a certain bowling ball, you really want to hope that looks like translate into the step ladder. Sometimes it just doesn't. Gotta throw it away and try something different. That can be scary. Wow.
Looked like a really good pitch off her hand.
One of the better ones that she's thrown today.
Just could not get those two to fall down. Maximum penalty on a good shot. Shoot at the 10 pin and almost bounces out from the back.
Goes to the face, leaves a 6-10.
Is able to clean up on the spare. Looked a little bit worried there. Was able to manage to catch both. Looks like she's talking to Dad, trying to figure out what she's going to do here next.
So we have a possible high of 214 for Lexi and 213 for Jenna. Both of the girls unfortunately seem a little bit lost. Still plenty of frames left.
Looks like a better pitch.
Great
Awesome
shot
back.
by Jenna.
All right, so let's see if Lexi here can follow up the opening frame on that left lane with a better shot here on the right, giving her a chance to stay ahead. It's a little bit inside, leaving the baby split.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like that track is gone. They got to get a little left. The problem is Lexi threw a good shot on the left lane from in, and it had nothing on it at 8-10.
Right.
So, I mean, I think she might need to move a little left and slow the ball down a little bit to get the ball to hit. But it's pretty clear right now the track is transitioned. Got to hook a lot.
Ooh, does get both.
Keeps herself in it.
So now Lexi has a max of 204. She's able to strike out here from the 8th frame. Well, Jenna still has 213 left on the board. So it could come down to the 10th frame.
We love to see it.
Good pitch out of Lexi. Wraps the 10.
Unfortunately, does not cover the 10 pin.
Maxes her out at 182, so she's going to need some help here from Jenna if she wants to stay alive in this match. Let's see if Jenna can put up another strike to follow up the last, giving her a double. And And the first double of this match.
Yeah, that one, she gets it a little right there, and it misses all of that transition and friction that they've built up in the front part of the lane. If she gets it a board or two left of that, she's high. So she's got to get her feet a little further left. My guess is needs to be crossing 11, 12 at the arrows rather than 8, 9. Good news is she's got the lead.
Just got to make her spare, move on to the next frame.
Okay.
Nicely done.
Jenna now maxes out at 193. Once again, Lexi has a 182 max. It doesn't look like she got through that one at the bottom.
I thought she threw it great. I mean, the problem is she's playing a part of the lane where if she gets a little left, it's high. If she gets a little right, it washes out. It's time to move zones.
Definitely transition's getting a little way too funky on the right. Got to make a zone at least. Get away from all the mess. And just like that, sitting on the bench, Lexi takes the lead back. Technically, she can punch out for 182.
Great spare.
Good spare.
Good spare by
And
her.
now Jenna's max is 179.
Yeah, and with the spare, she does keep the lead. But like you said, Steph, Lexi can get up here and shut the match out. But she's only thrown 2 strikes the whole game, so she's going to need to throw more strikes than she's thrown the whole game these next 3 shots to lock it up.
Great shot.
Great shot. All 10 back.
Yeah, it looks like she made the move a little bit there and softened up the speed to get the ball to pick up. The last 2 shots, she's hit the pocket on this left lane the last 2 shots, and the 8-10 looked like she maybe got it in just a touch and maybe missed it a little bit, and the ball didn't really ever get into a roll. The last shot was really good, rung a 10. Maybe just a tiny little subtle adjustment to get the ball to split the 8-9 here.
Another good pitch.
It's hard to tell, but it looks to me like she softened up her speed those last 2 shots on that left lane, and I think that was the right move. she's hit the pocket 5 out of the last 6 shots now.
It's always a tough one on your brain when you're hitting the pocket, but you're not getting the results that you want.
Yeah, it's so hard to make a ball change in the middle of a 1-game match in a stepladder.
Especially when it's this close. But she's taking her time. She's going up there and making the shots that she needs to.
And I think with that move she made, she could probably stay in this ball a whole nother game. I would still like to see her get a look at a different ball in the fill if she strikes here and locks it up. But she's going to still need 8.
Yes. To win by 1.
It's got to hook a lot.
Oh my goodness.
Late fall of 5-7.
Would be nice to see another ball, but when you need 8,
Yeah, that's tough.
that's tough.
Looks like she's electing to stay in the same ball.
Yeah, I think that's the smart move.
Yeah, needing 8 here with some of the breaks that she's had. Definitely the smarter move.
If she were to get 7, Jenna will have a chance to get up and throw 3 strikes in the 10th for the tie. And
Ooh, breaks
6
up
for
the
a minute.
2, 4, 5. My goodness. That'll be enough.
Yep, so 181 max score for Alexis. Jenna can only max out to 179. Great bowling once again to Jenna Stretch here, one of the Ohio locals. And shout out to her dad, who's been behind her all day long here inside Yorktown lanes in Parma Heights, Ohio.
Still a great performance on the day, nothing to hang your head about.
Yeah.
Gets that light swisher to fall.
Walks away. 3rd place. Taking home $900. Pretty nice day.
Yeah, not a bad day's work. And gained a tremendous amount of valuable experience. Pulled great down the stretch to make the show. I mean, it's not easy to finish in the top 4 in a 99-player field, even if Stephanie Zavala's not bowling.
I always thought the cut was crazy. Regionals are no joke. I'm almost glad I don't get a chance to bowl them, because if there's 99 people in the field and I need to be in the top 4, that's hard on anybody's brain.
It is. Well, Jenna, maybe going to kick herself a little bit about making that move just a little bit too late. But again, after the 3rd frame, she really had her feet under her. She made the washout in the 9th to give herself a chance. And Lexi did what she had to do.
Yeah, can't be mad at her performance at all. Yeah, for good measure, that 8-pin stays up.
Okay, so about a hand for Jenna Stretch. What a great performance today. Fantastic bowling, found her way in the top row.
Is that Nate? Did he make it here? I thought he
Yeah.
was bowling a regional like 2 hours from here.
I don't know. Curious.
It looks like she's going to be doing some vlogging for her YouTube channel during this match.
All right, bowling fans, Elise is done. She's taken all her warm-up. She has elected to have Alexis begin the match on the left lane. This is it. 12 frames, 1 more game. One of these ladies is going to walk away with the 2023 PWBA Cleveland Regional title. How about a round of applause for these good competitors? Alexis, when you're ready. Good luck.
Hey, Christopher, send an email to marketing@bowl.com about your giveaway win, and they'll take care of that for you. Marketing@bowl.com. All right, here we go.
It's the leg kick on the 10 pin to kick off this title match. I will say I think it's very smart on Elise's part to have Lexi finish on the opposite lane than the one that she just finished on.
Yes. Looks like Nate was bowling about 2 hours away. Finished in the top 5.
Doesn't waste any time.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Right on up there, gets the leg kick on the 7.
Looks like another good shot. It's a little lazy down the lane. This is the lane that we've seen be tricky for Lexi when it comes to how the ball finishes off with a break point. So maybe Elise is going to see some of those same things as she tackles it.
You're right, we have seen a washout, have seen a 2-4-10 on this left lane. Oil could be pushing just a little bit further down on this one.
Just gets the 2 here.
Fairly open. Asking for help and gets it. When it's your day, it's your day.
Looks like a better pitch here. All turn back.
Turns that break into a turkey.
Gobble, gobble.
Yeah, Sydney said it last night on the broadcast. If you're going to go Brooklyn, it's best to parlay it into more strikes.
Absolutely. That's how you make it count. Looks a little left.
There's a question in the chat about who won the 2019 regional here at Yorktown, and that was Elise Bolton. So, sort of the defending champion here of the regional.
This is not an easy spare to shoot at. Covers it nicely. Back when I was bowling juniors against Elise, I actually missed that same spare for her to win the main event. JBT main event.
Still have nightmares about it?
I do still have nightmares about it. I threw my spare ball at it back like when I wasn't very good, and I probably should have hooked at it. I remember it vividly. I whiffed it, and all she needed to do was mark at that point, and she did. Much better shot there.
Definitely was. I will say it's good to see Elise bowling today. She mentioned to me as she was getting ready for the final here that she actually hurt her right ankle. She was coming back from a shot and just seemed to have tripped up. So bowling maybe with a little bit of pain, but she is still going through with it, obviously for good reason. She led the field.
All right, Lexi. Put Brooklyn on this lane last time up. If she could strike, she'd open up a 42-pin lead. Ooh.
Does not catch a break that time on the right lane. Leaves the 4-9.
Better direction there than the last one, but it's tough to leave those 4-9s playing that straight of an angle.
Picked up her strike ball again. Looks like she'll be hooking at it. Could be going for 2.
Yeah, might as well with the count, at least having the advantage in the count. Giving a run, but it's open frame for Lexi. So her lead goes to 18 pins after having a chance to go up 42 there.
This is where short-term memory comes into play. Just got to shake it off, get right back on it.
It's a good shot. Once again, we keep seeing it here on this lane. You get a little bit fast with it, you're bound to leave some sort of washed out combination.
Tricky spare here. Easy to chop it, easy to slide by the 4-pin.
Oof.
And she does indeed drop it.
Big opening now for Elise Bolton. Can take the lead in the match with a strike here.
Let's go, baby. Come on.
Hits the light swisher.
Thank you. Process.
Great shot there. And looks like Elise is dialed in after a little bit of a slow start.
Just a hair fast there out of Lexi, leaving the 2-pin.
And I think we're seeing that that zone is just getting to be a little too touchy. Elise being further in is definitely getting some better ball reaction.
Converts on the 2-pin. Gives her a 235 max. Elise right now currently sitting with a 258 max. So Lexi's going to have to put in some good shots here to be able to keep the pressure going into the final frames here.
Gotta have it. Leave another 2-pin.
Yeah, this is not good for Lexi right now.
She's gonna need some help.
Yeah, her further lost her ball reaction. Elise Bolton's basically knows exactly what she needs to do to strike on both lanes. So Lexi's gonna have to figure out a way to either make some perfect shots and then hope Elise isn't able to execute, or make a big move here, which I think is even more risky.
First things first, make the spare. Elise is sitting very comfortable right now. Leaves just a 7-pin.
Yeah, just it came off her hand a little quick. Didn't quite catch it like the last one on this lane. But good direction. Still hit the pocket. Easy spare.
Covers it nicely.
All right, Elise Bolton in control of the match, but not over by any stretch of the imagination. Lexi can still go off the sheet for 224. Elise only on a 207 pace. Her max score 237.
We have seen some very clutch shots from Lexi, so anything can happen. But like you said, Elise is very comfortable right now.
This has been her tough lane. That was a good shot. I think she's just right in the middle of that transition.
Agreed. Just getting lost in that over-under.
If she throws it any further right than that, and it probably 2 pins.
Made a run for it. Just getting the count.
Well, she's in big trouble now. Max score 200. Elise on a 207 pace, so even if Lexi strikes out, Elise will just need to stay clean. And if she doesn't strike here, Elise will just need 1 mark in the last 2 frames to lock up this match. Okay, still alive.
Hanging on.
Never give up.
Elise has been staying in the pocket, getting the hits. A couple more shots like the one she's thrown, and it's looking pretty good for her. Great shot.
Great job by Elise.
Come on, girl.
So 8 pins on the first shot here will do it for Elise Bolton. Trying to win for the 2nd time in this building.
I think she might like this building more than I do.
Well, maybe, yeah. Yeah. I think she'd trade both of hers for yours, though. It's got to push a little, and it does, and that's going to do it. Elise Bolton will take home the title in the 2023 PWBA Cleveland Regional, her 2nd regional title here in this building.
She's bowled awesome all day. I think this one is well deserved. And great bowling by Lexi. She fought some tough battles in this stepladder. 2nd place is nothing to be upset about.
And with that win, Elise Bolton going to punch a ticket into the match play at the regional showdown in her home state of Florida. Or at least her native home state.
Yeah, home field advantage in a sense. I do think she's moving back to Florida.
They did move back to Florida.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
there you go. So she'll have a home game. Assuming she still lives there
still
in
lives
December.
Yeah, never know.
Yeah, we never know, right?
I mean, I thought I was living in New Orleans still by the end of this year. Cleans up on the spare, finishes it off. 226. So phenomenal bowling as she goes back to Nate, who is back here watching.
I think we can say that'll definitely end up on her YouTube channel.
Yeah, it looks like she just made the move on that right lane just a little bit too late.
She's young. She's had a great showing today.
Yeah, there's so much to be learned here for Lexi. got 3 games on the championship pair. So that's 3 games of experience. So we talked a little bit about it, Steph. Your first show, you said it was like basically 6th frame until you kind of shook off the nerves. Now that you've been on TV 100 times, how many frames before you typically get comfortable?
Unfortunately, I want to say, I wish I could say none, but it's still more like 1 or 2.
But it's less than 6.
Less than 6.
That's good. Right. So next time Lexi makes the show, going to feel a lot more comfortable. 196. So 226, 196, the final score.
The moves will come easier as time goes on.
Elise Bolton. How about a round of applause for these 2 ladies?
I wonder if the trophy made it.
It did.
It is.
Did? Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
So kind of 3 questions, Elise. You've won 2 regional titles now. Where was the first one? Here. Where was your second one? Here. So pretty popular place for you. How do you feel here in Yorktown?
Honestly, I almost didn't bowl today because I've been dealing with an injury, so I'm happy that I actually missed a practice session. I was just like, I'm going to give my body a chance to rest, so I came in here and just did what I did kind of through qualifying in the national stop and used the same balls and tried to make good shots.
Well, that looks like it worked pretty well for you today. Congratulations. One more question. If you're not aware, you've now punched your ticket to the regional showdown. You'll be in the round-robin match play automatically in your home state of Florida.
Yeah, I was really happy to see that. Honestly, going into this year with some of the injuries I've had, my one goal was to just get into the showdown for the regional and see how the national tour went, so I did what I wanted to do.
Congratulations in your home state. Once again, your 2023 regional champion, Elise Bolton.
All right, we're going to get Elise up in the booth for a quick interview before we sign off for today. But
Have a good night.
I'll go grab her, and you guys chat amongst yourselves.
Yeah, we might have to rename the regional next time. Congratulations, next time.
Well, that was exciting and thrilling. Another great day of bowling here on Bowl TV. Once again, huge congrats to Elise taking home the regional win here in Cleveland inside at Yorktown Lanes.
We're going to get her in here for a quick interview after she's done with some photos. All right, Elise, first off, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
I know you've been dealing with some injuries, so how does it feel to be out here competing again?
Honestly, after all the injuries I went through, I'm just happy to be out here bowling. Getting bowling taken away from me and then being able to just bowl every day and do what makes me happy is just, that's everything.
Well, you looked really confident out there, so I just wanted to say.
No tears.
Right? I was like, hang in there. Just really proud of you.
I'm trying to.
So how does it feel winning not just 1, but 2 titles in this bowling alley?
It gives me a lot of confidence, especially going to the U.S. Open. I honestly am at a loss for words. It was really hard. I've been going through a lot of personal stuff. So again, I actually almost didn't bowl this whole weekend with everything I had going back on at home. So just getting on the plane and being here, it's really emotional. And Nate actually made it in the door from the tournament right before he started, so that made me really happy to just see him here.
I'm sure it felt really great to have him in the background. Just one more quick question, because I won't keep you for too long. What is next? Are you bowling the Open? What's going on?
Yeah, I'm bowling the Open. I just hope to make it through this year. Last year I didn't get to make it through because my back was hurting. So just to finish all of how many games do we bowl? I don't even know.
It is 8 games
a lot.
per day.
Yeah, 8 games. So just
For the
getting
qualifying.
through. Yeah, so just getting through those 8 games for the 3 days, I'll be happy. And I'm going to take this momentum and hopefully, you know, make the top 24 next week.
Atta girl, well, go ahead, go celebrate. Congratulations, and I will see you in a couple days.
Yes, of course. Safe travels.
Good bowling.
Yes, thank you. Appreciate it.
Alrighty, and that is Elise Bolton. Once again, thank you everybody for tuning in here to Bowl TV for the PWBA 2023 Cleveland Regional. Once again, this was Patrick Martinez, Stephanie Zavala, and Jason Thomas in the booth. Congrats to all of the bowlers who were here and who competed. Wow, my brain is going nuts. But we will catch you guys on the next one here on Bowl TV, where bowling lives. Once again, we wanted to just make sure we thank the United States Bowling Congress, the USBC board, the Bowling Proprietors Association of America, the BPAA board, all of our gold partners, Storm, Rotogrip, Brunswick, Kegel, the competitors providing exciting competition to watch, and the Bowl TV community and the fans of bowling. From all of us here at Bowl TV, my name is Patrick Martinez. Once again, thank you. Have a good rest of your night. And remember, here on Bowl TV, bowling lives here.